Good morning, Stampin' Friends. Happy Wednesday. It is just about 10 o'clock on Wednesday. Today is the 23rd, so Merry Christmas Eve, friends. You can head on over to my VIP page, my Stamp with Jody B page, and we're chit-chatting a little bit about what all we got going on this time of year with our Christmas Eve celebrations. If we're out frantically shopping, or if we're just chilling, or if we're baking. So what are you guys doing for Christmas Eve? I'm getting ready to go get my hairs done, so I need a little cut and color here. And then wrapping gifts. So that's what I got going on here in my studio. So good morning, friends. Good morning. So I have a lot to share with you guys. So many things I want to share with you guys. So let's get rolling right away. Of course, I've got 24-hour online shopping. It's a little late to get Christmas gifts, but it's never too late to buy yourself some Stampin' Goodies. So you can head on over to jodybrackbill.stampinup.net. That's my online store. This is the host code. We're getting ready to wrap up the end of the year, the end of this month. So there's the host code that you're going to use when you're online shopping, and those orders will ship direct right to you. The thing that I love is that you do not have to wait for me to close anything. They are going to process and they are going to ship right to you. Oh, you're pet sitting, Sharon. That's awesome. I bet you could get some good jobs with people traveling for the holidays. We're going to go to Pittsburgh to see my daughter. We're only just going for the day. So I have my buddy is going to come in and let our dog out and have a little pee break in the afternoon. But other than that, we're sticking close to home. You know, we run a dairy farm, business as usual, 24/7, 365. So we'll just have a little bit of break on Christmas Day to go visit my daughter. So one thing just to remind you real quick is we're getting ready to put the holiday catalog to bed. So we are going to end everything on January 4th. We still do have our giant year-end closeout going on. So this is kind of the last push, friends. If there's a couple of things that you haven't gotten yet or you want to get some good deals, check out the giant year-end closeout. And there are still some things. I checked our inventory report and there's not a lot that's sold out. There's a couple of things that sold out quickly, but there still are some really, really good deals to be had. So make sure you check out the giant year-end closeout. Everything ends January 4th because January 5th, it's celebration, y'all. It's new catalog time. I am so ready for it. So excited. I have so many new things I want to share with you. I just can't wait, but I gotta hold on. I gotta hold my excitement until January. So one thing, well, actually I'm going to share two things that I got going on. It's bingo time. So this is one of my favorite events that I have every single year. It normally is in person. We normally have a fun class where we all get together and we join in my studio. We have an amazing class. I have little favors. I have little treats. We play with new things. We look at all the new catalog items. Good morning, Betty. Thanks so much for joining me. And then we play some bingo fun, and I can't do it in person this year. So I'm going to go out on a limb. Hopefully you guys are going to come out on a limb with me, and we're going to do bingo, and we're going to do it virtual. I'm really excited about this because I have met so many new friends online when this whole thing went down and we had to close down, and so I switched over to virtual, doing Facebook Lives and increasing my YouTube presence, and I've met so many fun people that are not near me, which is awesome. So I know some of you guys are out west and some of you on the West Coast, and I got some up and down the East Coast, and I'm so excited that I can offer an event that we can all come together and join. So this is called the Pretty Perennials class. Do I have my stamp set here? Yes. So we're going to use this stamp set, and it comes with a set of dies as well. I don't have them close by me, but we're going to focus on this stamp set, brand new stamp set coming in our new catalog, and we are going to have a class. So you're going to get make and takes with that, and then we're going to also have some bingo fun. Registration is live right now, guys. The event is going to be January 23rd at 11 o'clock. It is via Zoom, so don't let that scare you. I know some of you guys have not jumped into the Zoom world and haven't really embraced that technology, but it is okay. We're going to do do a dry run. We're going to work out all the bugs and all the kinks before the actual event on the 23rd so that you feel comfortable joining me for bingo. But we got to do it live. I mean, we have to do it in person, not just a Facebook event, because we're going to play bingo at the end. So I'm crazy excited about this. I only have 20 spaces, guys. Since it's my very first one, I'm keeping it kind of low key to make sure that everything runs smoothly. So I only have 20 spots available. They're starting to fill up. So if you're thinking you want to join us for bingo, I'm going to tell you want to get your reservation in, your registration in right now. And I will post the link again on this page, but it is also posted over on my Stamp with Jody B VIP page, and I have sent it out to my email group. So if you need to be in my email loop, message me and let me know, and I will put you in there because you're going to get all that information. Once you sign up for this class, I'm going to send you out all the details about how it's going to work. But I got big prizes, y'all. Big prizes. I'm super stoked. Can't wait. But hurry, because look, I got to cut it off January 4th. So I can order all the supplies, get everything in, and be able to prep it and mail it out to you guys. And mailing is crazy right now, so I want to give myself plenty of time. So Betty, 11 a.m. for me. I think you're 3 hours behind me. I forget where you live. I'm thinking Oregon. So I think you're 3 hours behind me. Because I know Mountain Time is 2 hours behind me. So yes, I'm pretty sure you are going to be 8 a.m. bingo. So set your alarm and come join us, grab your coffee and join us for early morning bingo for you if you are over on the West Coast. So super excited about that. Hopefully you guys will join me. The other thing that I have going on that I'm talking about right now, I have not started the information. Actually, the registration is going to come out soon, but paper share. So when I did my unboxing video, I showed you the gorgeous new designer papers that we have, and I'm getting ready to do my annual paper share, which means you can get all the papers, all the new papers for a fraction of the cost. So if you bought every single pack of new paper, you would probably be spending well over $170. So what I do is I do a share. So everybody shares and they get a little 6x6 pack of the paper. They get all of them, every design to play with, see it, sniff it, touch it, feel it, fall in love with it. And then when you love that pack of paper, you know that you could go ahead and order the whole entire pack. So this is about $35 value. And I have right now, I'm going to run a special. So if you sign up by January 4th, I'm going to give you the free pearlescent paper. So you're going to get a sample of that. And then I have an add-on this year as well. So if you want to try the new acetate papers or the new mercury glass papers, you can add that on. So I'm just telling you right now, even though my registration isn't live just yet, I want you guys to know it's coming and to get ready for that. So new catalog, paper share, that's information is coming out, I believe, on Sunday. And again, you only have till January 4th to sign up because I got to order all the papers on January 5th when our catalog goes live. All right, what else do we have coming up? Paper Pumpkin, my friends. So in January, we traditionally have our Paper Pumpkin is a Valentine love theme box. It's a great little kit. It's always one of my favorites because usually it has little treats that go with it. And I used this when the kids were younger, excuse me, and I would send little treats, for the bus drivers and the teachers and their friends. And this is great for coworkers, but this year it's not treats, it's cards. And I know you guys love getting cards for Paper Pumpkin. So this month, this January, up all the way through January 10th, you have to sign up to get this kit in the mail. It comes right to you. So it's crafting delivered right to your door. You can subscribe monthly. You can also do prepaid. So if you just want to check it out, give it a try and see what you think, you can do a prepaid subscription so that you're not locked into getting it monthly. I'm excited because this time did I tell you it was cards, 8 cards and envelopes? I'm not sure if I said that or not. So you're going to 8 cards and envelopes in the January paper pumpkin kit. But we know how much you guys love the little treat boxes. So we have an add-on. So if you're a paper pumpkin person, you are going to be able to add on the Little Love boxes. So the Little Love boxes are $8 US. They are going to give you 20 mini boxes and 24 little die cuts and labels. And I'm not sure, can you see my favorite little new friend down here? He is the snail, and he is a part of our new catalog, but we have that paper pumpkin coordinating with him, which is so sweet. So this starts January 1st. You're able to get this add-on kit if you want some treats. So I'm really excited about that, because normally I give the treats out to my people that are coming in my studio to stamp with me, but we're not doing that right now. So I can put something in my to-go kits, which is pretty cool. Now, just my gut tells me, I know in the past how popular these are, and it is while supplies last. So I'm going to tell you, you might want to snatch them up real quick as soon as that goes live January 1st, or even you can kind of hold on maybe till January 5th when this all starts, right? So I just want to shout out real quick. I can't show you anything from the inside. We're going to start doing a countdown next week. We're going to start counting down 5 days till the catalog goes live, starting New Year's Eve. We're going to count down. So you're going to join me. Yes, Vicki, there is a number. You're going to join me here live just like this, and every day I'm going to show you something cool from this new catalog. Now, a lot of you guys are still waiting on your catalogs. I had them shipped from Stampin' Up, and shipping is slow, guys. I am hearing from some of you that it's taking 3 weeks to a month to get your cards or your packages, and I'm so sorry about that, but completely out of my control. And I know that UPS and Mail and FedEx are working their heinies off. So hang tight. This is coming, and it will go live on the 5th, and you will be able to view it online just in case you're still waiting for your catalogs. So Vicki, I'm going to go back real quick. Oh, sorry, I bumped you. We're going to go back real quick here, and this flyer is, oh, yay, Jamie got her catalog yesterday. Oh, so they're coming. That's awesome. So this flyer right here is actually on the demonstrator back office, so you can go find this flyer and print it out. But can you see the number right there? 156842. That is the number for that. So that will start January 1st. All right, I'm going to do this real quick, guys. So as I was cleaning and purging my room, I found a bunch of framed art pieces that I had made. So I put them up originally over on my Stamp with Jody B page, and I sold a couple of them, but I realized there were bunches that didn't get online. So I'm going to do a little sale right here, guys. I'm going to show you what I got, and if you're interested, tell me which one you want. I should have numbered them. Let's number them. All right, this will be number 1. So tell me which one you want, and if you're the first person that comments sold with the number, I'm going to get this to you. Keep in mind that if you are not local to me, you will have to pay for shipping. I can invoice you for shipping, and it looked like when I shipped some of the other ones, I could ship them for about $5. So, and that was with good packaging and bubble wrap and that kind of thing to make sure that they were protected. So keep in mind, these are my personal ones. These were displayed in my studio. I did use them, and this one, first one, is using the Bird Ballad. It is number 1, and it is $10. This is a 9x9 piece, so it would fit in a 9x9 shadow box frame, but you can always make it bigger by putting it on a larger piece of cardstock. So you could totally make this fit in a 12x12 shadow box frame as well. So that's item number 1, is $10. Item number 2 is this super cool Halloween one. So can you see them okay? I have them in baggies to keep them from getting dog slobber on them. This one is Halloween. This is item number 2, and it is $10. That's a 9x9 one as well. Item number 3 is Valentine's Day. And this is a 9x9. So this one, again, you can make them bigger by putting them on a 12x12 piece of cardstock. This one is $10. This one is number 4. This is another Halloween, again, 9x9. This one is $10 as well. So again, if you're interested, just put the number and then comment sold, and then I'll message you and we can take care of the rest. I am going to go put these up on my Facebook page, my Facebook group. This is number 5. But I thought since I was here live with you guys today, I would give you first dibs. All right, here's another Valentine's Day. That's number 5. This is 9x9, and it is $10 as well. I did go through and make sure they all were sticking very well. This one's really, really, oh my goodness. Oh, the hazards of being lefty. I get smear on my hands. This one is an 8x8. This is item number 6, and it is only $6. This one you can make bigger as well. Again, you could put it on a 9x9 piece or a 12x12 and make it fit into the frame that you have. This one was one of my favorite, friends. This is a 12x12. This one is item number 7, and it is $15. This is item number 8, and this is a 12x12, and it is only $10 for this one. Then I have item number 9. This one is $12. Again, it is a 12x12 as well. And then finally this, this is the last one. This is number 10. And this was one I just did this Christmas, and it is $15. So again, that one is, these will be available. I just thought when I found them, I was like, I will give you guys a chance if any of you guys want them. Now remember, shipping is not included, but I can invoice you for shipping. I can do it between $3 and $5 depending on where you are. So if you're interested in those, let me know. I'm also going to put them up on my Stamp with Jody B Facebook page. Alrighty. I have to watch my time because today is haircut day. So, Prize Patrol, right? So Prize Patrol from last week was the Classic Christmas Designer Series paper. That was my giveaway from last week. The winner of that is Denise Brown. Congratulations, Denise. I think you're going to love it. This paper is actually getting ready to leave soon. It's going to retire on January 4th, and I think it's still around. It had gone on back order for a little bit, but I think it's still here. So anyway, congrats, Denise. So what are we going to give away today? I went to my basket of goodies and I found this. This is another pack of 6x6. It is Playing with Patterns Designer Series paper. And, okay, I'm not sure. Mom, I don't know what you said. It is Alwa? So I don't know what that means. Alrighty. So anyway, Playing with Patterns. This is our Prize Patrol for today. All you have to do is comment and like, love, and share my video with your Stampin' friends, and you get get your name into a drawing. Come back next week. So I thought about taking next week off, and then I was like, no, next week is Wow Wednesday. It's the last Wednesday of the month. We have to come online and do something cool. Plus, it's the middle of the week. Christmas will kind of have wound down, and we're not doing anything for New Year's. We kind of stick around close to home on New Year's. And so, yeah, we're going to be back here next Wednesday. So come on back and see if you won. All right. So now I'm super excited. Oh, there we go. Now I know what you're talking about, Mom. All right, we're good to go. Alrighty, so I'm using some dirty old paper here because that's what I got, and it's not sticky, so I'm going to keep on using it. And this is the stamp set we're going to play with. So I have 3 projects that I want to share with you today using the Press On stamp set. So this was one that hasn't had a whole lot of play in my studio because I was so consumed with Christmas, but this is in our holiday catalog. It's actually a $1 million stamp set. I think it's Joyce Farraco, but I'm not sure. But anyway, one of the demonstrators who has reached her $1 million in sales created this stamp set, and it's in the holiday catalog, and it's so stinking cute, but it's getting ready to leave. We have to say goodbye to it already. So I thought, you know what? You're going to have your day in the sun before I put you in my retired box. So let's play with Press On. See what all I got here. Pieces and parts. Hopefully I have everything I need. I was trying to make sure that I had it all put together. So I have got a piece of Pool Party Designer Series, Pool Party cardstock, and that's going to be our base. So let's fold that in half. That of course is 8.5 by 5.5. And then I took a piece, oh look, I even wrote dimensions down. Good for me. Wasn't I thinking ahead? So I thought I had already embossed this, but obviously I didn't. All right, boss, you gotta work. All right, this is not a job for Baby Boss because I'm using the Dainty Diamonds. Yeah, Sharon's asking, do I sell my retired sets? Yes, I do actually. I did sell my, for the first time, I did a BOGO sale. So I do it as a buy one, get one free sale, and I'm actually giving away my retired items, and you get the equivalent to shop in the catalogs. So I did that when did I do that? October, I believe. And I had to do it virtual because normally that would be something I would do in person, but it was completely virtual. So everything goes into a pile. And once everything is retired, so we do have limits as demonstrators on when we can sell our retired items, and I do that in October every year. So I will be hosting another virtual BOGO event. It runs through a Facebook page, and you'll be getting information about that as soon as it's time. So I collect as the annual catalog goes, as the JJ mini catalog goes, as the holiday catalog goes. I just collect all that retired item, and then I do a giant blowout BOGO sale, which is very cool. So you can actually shop my retired items and you earn them for absolutely free. It is probably one of the sweetest deals out there. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and run this through with the Dainty Diamonds embossing folder. Yep, you're very welcome, Sharon. So you'll get information when I do that sale. I make sure I am shouting it so everyone knows they have the opportunity to shop. And doing it virtual worked out really well. I was very pleased. Not something I planned on doing, but did any of us plan how 2020 would go? So yeah, it worked out really, really well, especially for my friends that are not local. All right, so here we go. We've got our Dainty Diamonds. Isn't that pretty? That's in the annual catalog. Then I took a piece of Whisper White. So did I mention that Pool Party piece was 5 1/4 by 4? Now I've got my Just Jade ink, and my white piece is 4 by 2 1/4. And I am going to ink that up and just stamp Press On down in the corner. Then I've got Pool Party and all these little beans. All right, we'll see you later, Kathleen. She's got a hair appointment today, too. I have a hair appointment later as well, so I'm stamping beforehand, and then you will catch up when you get back. 'Tis the season to get our hair done for sure. All righty, so here we go. Got our little coffee beans there. And I'm going to attach this, to a piece of... You need to work. Get ready. Wake up. Tape runner. A piece of crumb cake that is 4 by 2 3/4. And then that will go on to our pool party piece. And it looks like it might stick off just a little smidge, which is not a big deal. I can just trim that down. Sometimes when you emboss your cardstock, it shrinks it just a little tiny bit. There we go. And then that can go on our card base. So this is a very quick card. This is a great card for beginner stampers because it's pretty simple with just stamping. Because I mean, I did do some embossing, but you could leave that off. So the next step is we're going to take our Memento Black and our coffee cup. I'm going to stamp that once. Then I'm going to stamp it again on a scrap of Just Jade Designer Series paper. Now ahead of time, I took the little heart from that set and I stamped that as well. So now it's time to do a little coloring. So I've got my blends. I've got Crumb Cake blends. And I've got my dark. I like to add my dark first. You'll see demos do it way different. It all depends on what you like. So I'm going to do my dark coming in on this side. Then I come in and I like to go with my light. And what I do is I start going over top of the dark, adding a layer down on top, and then just starting to pull and bleed that color across to my coffee cup. So the more you go back and add a layer, the darker it gets. And I color in circles. You guys have watched me do blends a lot, but if you haven't, this is my technique. This is how I do it. I like to color in circles and just keep going back and forth over that and laying color down like I mentioned. Now, the other thing that we can do is pull in our color lifter. So this is just like an alcohol marker. And so what I'm going to do is just go over this and it's going to lift up a little bit of color. So it's going to make it just a smidge lighter. There you go. So now we're going to cut this coffee cup out. So with this stamp set, there are no dies. We have to do the fussy cutting ourselves. And that's okay. Keeps us sharp. And it's really a lot of straight lines, so super easy to get this one done. That's my phone in case any of you guys are checking your phone. That's my house phone ringing. I am sure my car warranty is running out. They've been calling us like crazy, wanting to make sure that we know that by the end of the year, we need to sign up for our new warranty. Hey, Miss Vicky, glad you could join us today. So now what I'm doing is cutting out the little wrapper. So this is like the little, the little koozie that goes around your hot coffee mug. And so I'm just cutting that out. We'll do what we call like kind of paper piecing. Is I just trimmed out the piece that I needed and I'm going to overlay that on my stamped mug. So now I've got some color there for his little cup. And then finally, I'm going to trim out his itty bitty little heart, which is easier said than done. I have noticed that my cutting is getting trickier the older my eyeballs get. And this one is so tiny with my fingers. But my paper snips, I love them. They make it so much easier. But yeah, I try to avoid fussy cutting now as much as I can. So thank goodness for dies and punches, but every now and then we got to do it. So I'm just taking a little snot dot here, and I'm just going to put that right here in the corner, and then some dimensionals, and we have a done card. Very quick using the press on stamp set. Isn't that sweet? Oh, no, we're not done. Jump back. We got to add some bling, right? We can't be done. We've got bling. So this is the little enamel dots that match our in colors. And oh, I have a brand new picker tool. So let's see. Whoops. The whole boogie came right off. It was a little dry, I think. So let's see if I can. You gonna work for me? I might need to use, there we go. I was gonna say I might need to get the poker end out. So we'll put one little doodah on there. So I will tell you a little bit with these enamel dots. I have some trouble with them, and that's why I definitely want to use my picker tool. Because when I use my fingers, they came apart. So the little topper came off. So see where it left just the little color behind, but the enamel dot was left. So I really made sure I wanted to use my picker tool to get them off and not my fingers. So now we have a super sweet, I had a little smudge there. Gee, dang it. I might put a bean there, a little coffee bean. So there we go. Super sweet little card using the Take Your Pick. Vicki says she loves this but hasn't had a chance to use it. I have many that are like that. So now what I do is I stick that on the back. So now I'm ready to roll if I want to make some more. All right, let's play some more. I've got time. All right, so here I did our dimensions for our next one. And I have Marvelous Magenta. No. Showed my age. Magenta Madness. And I'm realizing I need a Stampin' Scrub. This shall do. All right, so I've got a piece of Magenta Madness, and I have a piece of Just Jade, which is 3 3/4 by 5. So I'm going to take my coffee cup, make sure it's clean because I'm swapping out cards, and my little beans, and my heart, and I need Just Jade ink. Where did I put it? Alrighty, so we're gonna stamp the coffee mug on here a couple times, just random. There we go. Then in between where my mugs are, I'm going to fill in with my little coffee beans. Just fit some of those guys in there. And maybe a bean there and a bean there. Pretty good. One more. There we go. Alrighty, so the next thing is I've got Whisper White. This is just a piece of scrap paper that I'm going to stamp my big coffee cup on right there. And then I'm going to stamp, excuse me, my voice is a little scratchy today. I'm going to stamp a magenta heart right there in the center of my cup. I also have a piece of Whisper White that is 3 by 3/4, and I'm going to stamp our thanks, a cup of thanks on that one, because this this is perfect for gift giving. And I'm going to show you a gift card maker. What? A gift card maker? I'm the gift card maker. I'm going to show you a gift card holder in a little bit that is adorable and perfect, especially for this time of year, because a lot of us might be giving gift cards out, and a lot of us might be giving gift cards to like Dunkin' Donuts or Starbucks or your favorite little coffee shop. And so I kind of really love this little stamp set. Perfect for that. So now what I'm doing is just laying down that color again. I chose Crumb Cake, and we're just going to color with our blends. And I'm just going to be real careful going around my little heart. So make sure you don't leave just yet, or if you gotta go, come back, because you're gonna want to see this little gift card holder. It's so, so cute. It is actually from a demonstrator whose name I don't know, but she is called Buckeye Inklings. So I'm assuming she's from Ohio, and I follow her on the interweb, and I just love what she creates. And so I thought, this is very cool. I'm gonna share it with you guys. And demonstrators are like the coolest people that are so sweet when you're like, can I share that? Can I copy that? And we're all like, yes, like that is such a compliment when we want to case each other. So I'm just going over with my color lifter and just kind of blending all of that color in so that you don't really see any streaky lines. Then I'm going to see if this works. This was an idea that I had to make my little heart stand out. I took my basic black marker. This is a Stampin' Write marker, not a Stampin' Blend. And just traced my heart. So now we have to cut him out. Fussy cutting again. Excuse me. There we go. So our cup is ready. Now we can do a little bit of assembly. So I'm going to take a piece of Whisper White, and this one is 3 7/8 by 5 1/8. And I'm going to attach this a little bit different than what we normally do. And it is going to be attached edge to edge. So instead of putting it in the middle so I have a white border around all 4 edges, I want a white border around 2 edges. Then I'm going to do the same thing on my card. So it's just, sometimes we just got to switch things up to do things just a little different than what we normally do. And this is so easy to do, is just line them up corner to corner for something different. There we go. I'm a little off on my fold there. Let me see if I can fix that with my bone folder. Oh, but then that changed that. I don't know. Let me see. Will you come off, or should I not worry about it? Sometimes you're better off not worrying about it. But yeah, it's not coming off, so it's going to be one of those days where we don't worry about it. So another thing that I did was took a stitched shape circle die, and I cut that out ahead of time with my designer series paper. This is magenta paper. This is one of the new in colors, and this is brand new designer series paper. So sneak peek alert, guys, sneaky peek. This is new DSP that is coming out in our new annual catalog. This is one of the new patterns, so not a new color, but new pattern. And I cut that out ahead of time. Demonstrators are able to get this right now And it is actually going to be part of our joining special. So when celebration comes, we always offer you guys a great incentive to join our teams. And this will be part of the incentive. So you get 5 packs of brand new designer series paper that no one else can get. So you would get the regals, the subtles, the brights, the neutrals, and our in colors in all these new patterns, which are gorgeous. So have no fear, my friends. I will be sharing more information about that as we go along, but there are some super amazing perks to being a demonstrator. And I often think, I wonder what my life would be like if someone, my girl Cindy Fodor, had not introduced me to Stampin' Up! Over 20 years ago. I don't know why my voice is getting weird. I know we're so dry in our house, like the heat, oh my gosh, it just dries our skin out. So I just put my circle down. I went ahead and laid my sentiment on. Is it straight? It looks a little crooked. It's another joy of bifocals. Bifocal babes, you know what I'm talking about. Everything looks a little crooked. Now we're gonna add dimensionals on our little coffee cup. Yeah, right, Patty? Just something a little different. Just shake it up outside the box. Just put things over in a corner where you wouldn't normally. That's cute enough right there, right? Super, super cute little card. But I'm going to add a little bit more. I just need a little teeny bow, little magenta bow here. So let's cut one of these and make it tiny, cutie. Oh, look at you. All right, we'll make it work how you want it to work. Then grab ourselves a little snot dot and we're gonna put that right on there. Nope, do over. There we go. Gorgeous. Such a sweet little thank you card. And a lot of us might be needing thank you cards after the holiday, right? So there, isn't that cute? Now, I think this card would like some Wink of Stella, because you could wink her, put a little sparkle on there. I think that would be pretty. Everything's better with the Winker pen. All right, so there we go. Now, let me make some space. Oh, look, there's my Winker pen. It was laying flat though. Let's see if I can put a little sparkle in that heart. Yes, love it. Yay. Alrighty. I got one more project for you, but I need some room here, so let me move some things. All right, we're bringing in our score tool. So, oh, thank you, Betty. I copy. You know, I don't do much original. I am very good at copying. And so these cards came from Pinterest. And I'm not sure along the lines of who, but I appreciate very crafty demonstrators. I will tell you that. Alrighty, so did I write notes down on this one? Let's hope I did. I've got a piece of designer series paper here from Heartwarming Hugs. I'll get that out later. And it is 4 by 12, this piece of paper. And we are going to score it at 4 and 8. So one thing that I use with the score tool now, if you had any other score tool, you can use that, or if you have your Stampin' Trimmer, you could use that. But when you're scoring designer series paper, you want to be careful because you can really easily be a little bit heavy-handed and then it rips your paper. So on our stylus for our Simply Scored, we have 2 ends. So there's a little tiny end and then there's one that's a little bit fatter. So I use the little bit fatter end for my designer series paper, and I just put a nice light score in there. I really don't want to hear the fibers of my paper breaking. So as I said, 4 by 12, we're scoring it at 4 and 8. So now we need to just burnish those folds. And so I'm just going to very carefully fold them over, make sure that they're lining up the right way, because sometimes you can get a little off on your score. It's just human nature. I can bring this in now that you have a little more room. I'm glad you copy too, Betty. I really do appreciate my very crafty friends. Every now and then something original comes out, but I just need that jumping off point. And I love when everyone tells me how they made something and give me directions or give me a video. I'm such a visual person. So we have our paper, and what we're going to do is very carefully bring this end over. So that is our upper right. That corner needs to come down here. So this edge and this edge are going to meet. So we're just going to be super, super careful because we don't want to rip our paper, and we don't want to go over too far where we are over that score line. So there's my score line. So I just want that paper to be meeting that score. And so I'm just kind of lightly making sure that it is bending to my will and getting that little point that I want. There we go. And so once I kind of have it where I want it, then I'm going to use my bone folder and go across and just lightly, there we go. So what I'm trying to make sure that I don't do is rip my paper. Okay, so now this is going to fold in like this, and that creates the little pocket for our gift card. So I can also make this nice and crisp as well. And the bone folder is like a necessity for this. Okay, so now this piece is going to come in here, and this piece is going to fold up the same way that other piece did. So I'm very carefully pulling it up and trying to make it meet. I don't want it to rip. So you have to do a little finagle, gently and carefully. There we go. Almost a little origami, right? So now I'm just gonna kind of bring that down. Okay, so there is gonna meet like this. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna glue this flap right here. Woohoo! Right, yes. I wanna make sure that I don't glue my pocket shut or my gift card won't fit in there, right? That would be a big uh-oh. All right, so that flapper can come down here. And then this is gonna fold in. My paper's falling off. So now what I'm gonna do here is a little strip of tear and tape, because I don't wanna glue this down, because like I said, that's my pocket for my gift card. And I'm gonna do a little strip right down here along the very, very bottom, just so then our gift card doesn't fold, our gift card doesn't fall out. So we can fold that in, and then I can glue this panel. So one piece of paper is making your gift card holder, which is pretty cool. And all you hoarders out there, it's making you use your paper. I know a lot of us don't want to cut up our paper and we don't want to use it because it's so pretty, but we got to, because look at the beautiful things we can make. So now this piece of Mossy Meadow is 4 1/4 by 4 1/4. And I'm just going to mount this on right in the middle there. So even though this is square, you could make your own envelope for this, or you could just put it in a standard envelope. It would be a little bit bigger than what you needed, but it would go through the mail, which is pretty cool. So there we are. So now what I did was, all right, I hope you guys are ready for this, because this may be one of my new favorite dies. So Baby Boss is going to come work today. Wakey, wakey, baby. And you guys know, as demonstrators, we are able to get our Baby Boss early. But you guys are going to be able to get Baby Boss in January. Now, we did have a little bit of a discussion because some people were having trouble. So I'm going to give you a little shout out right now. He is very tiny. His little opening is like 3.5 inches wide. He weighs like nothing. So you do have to give some pressure whenever you run things through, because he does want to move around. Like, you can't just crank it and have him stay still, because he's so tiny and he's like a little bird. He doesn't hardly weigh nothing. So you do have to put some pressure on, and I'm doing fine. I don't have any problems with it. And crank that through. The other thing is, I notice with both my big bosses, my Big Boss and my Baby Boss, when I have them on my plastic tables that I normally have my customers stamp on, I have those big 8-foot plastic buffet tables, things want to slide around a little bit more because that surface is very slippery anyway. I work here on a hard table and a hard counter, and you can see, like, he's gripped, like he's not slipping around. His little grippy feet are definitely stuck down. He's got little feet on the bottom, but you have to keep them clean, because they do want to pick up dog hair, lint, fuzz, embossing powder, glitter, whatever you got. These little grippies want to pick it up. So just wipe them off, little baby wipe or a washcloth or something if they get dirty and he's slipping on you. But check if you struggle with your machines moving, check your surface. And one thing that you could do is put down a tile, a hard tile, or a cutting board, or even a magazine, something that its little feet can grip to if you're working on those plastic tables. So the other thing we have is our beveled edge plates. So these are all very beveled, and sometimes the machines have a hard time gripping them to go through because of the bevel. The bevel does help them run through better, but sometimes the little cranker thing inside here has trouble gripping them. So here's how I do my plate, is I have my plate kind of already stuck in my machine. I always have a bottom plate that is for the cutting, and I flip-flop that around. Then I'm gonna take my piece of cardstock, which is 2.5 by 2.5, and my new favorite dies. These are called Stitched with Whimsy dies, and they are fantastic. They give faux stitching to your items. Love it. So then I put down my die. Then I kind of feed my little plate in. Oh, my nose. There it goes. It's going to run. So I feed my plate in. So these plates are kind of already in. So the little grasper, I don't know what it's called. Is that a professional name? Like, it's already to grasp, and there it starts to roll through. So that's just my little tips and tricks for Baby Boss. If any of you guys have him on your wish list. Then I have, this is my plate that I don't do cutting with, except it accidentally got cut, and then I flip-flop those back and forth. That's my standard for all of my die cut plates, is I always have a bottom for cutting, and I have a top that's kind of tries to stay clean and clear. Now, you ready? Look at that. Yes, I love it. It's my fave. All right, so now I'm going to take my black. I have droned on for way too long. Sorry, my friends. And I'm just going to do our cup of thanks here on the bottom there. And ahead of time, I had a piece of real red, and I die cut out with the scallop square ahead of time. Now, I say 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. That's finished. So when you know, if you're trying to decide what size that's going to be cut. So don't cut 2 3/4 by 2 3/4 and then try to run it through. It may not work for you. It'll be a little bit too small, I believe. So now that's just going to get mounted right here. And we are going to put that onto our card with dimensionals. And I'm going to do it sideways. So you want to make sure that you only use your dimensionals on this flap. Don't glue it down or it won't open. So you can only use them on the left side of your card. So there we go. So now what I did was I took my coffee cup, stamped that on white, stamped it again on Pear Pizzazz, and cut out the actual coffee cup. Then I stamped it again on the DSP and just cut out the little holder, the koozie. Then I stamped it, the little heart, cut that out, and then I put a little ribbon on there. Is that not adorable? I didn't feel like you guys wanted to sit and watch me do that much fussy cutting, so I worked a little ahead of time. Magic of TV, y'all. There we go. How did I get crooked already? My Lanta. That is not okay. All right, so there we are. And then your little gift card would just fit right down in there. So we had our little gift card holder, and we had these two cards, all with our press-on stamp set. It is getting ready to leave us. Excuse me. On January 4th. So grab that really quick, guys. These are called the Stitched with Whimsy dies, and they are in the upcoming January through June mini catalog, so you will be able to get those in January. Aren't they cool? Super, super fun. So thank you guys so much for joining me. And this is it till Christmas, my friends. So merriest of Christmases to you guys, no matter where you are or who you're with. Have a wonderful holiday. Stay safe, enjoy, and come back and visit me next week for Wow Wednesday. Merry Christmas, guys.